smiling faces. We don't have any snow this evening. Welcome to our February 9th meeting. The public is listening to us, and they are doing that over youtube.com, Edgecombe County Public Schools. So they can participate. They are not participating in the meeting, but they can hear everything that we are doing. And we welcome you all who decided to come and observe us face to face. All right, we will declare and call this meeting to order at 6:31 p.m. At this time, we will ask everyone to stand as we lead in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I ask you to continue standing, please, as we pay deference to some of our former members of our staffs, some of our retirees and their families who passed recently. First, to our public relations director, Susan Hoke, to Mr. David Smoot, a retired principal, longtime principal of the Phillips Middle School at that point, Mrs. Ruby Horn, who was a teacher at North Edgecombe, Mrs. Gladys Shelton, who was the Register of Deeds and the mother of Sandra Langley, coach at Southwest, and the grandmother of Shelton Langley, the principal at Southwest, Mrs. Irene Redmond, who was an employee at Patilla, and then the mother of Mr. Mike Mosley. Mr. Mosley who is the boys basketball coach at Southwest. Let us bow, if you will, in a moment of silence for those persons. Amen. You may be seated.
I hope everyone has picked up an agenda. We will follow it. I've had about 4 people to come to me and say, we don't want a long meeting tonight. I don't think it'll be very, very long. But we're going to take care of business that we have to do. At this time, we will look at our agenda. Grant, do you have anything to add to this agenda?
No, Madam Chair.
Okay. If not, we need to hear a motion to approve the agenda as printed.
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of the agenda as printed.
Second. Has been moved and properly seconded that we will approve our agenda as printed. Any other discussion on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Hearing none, the motion passes. Item 3, we do not have any committee reports there. Item 4, public comments. I have the sign-in sheet for public comments, and stated on the sheet is none, so no one signed up to speak. Item 5, approval of our open session minutes for January 12th, 2026, our regular business meeting minutes. You've had a few days to read over those minutes. Does anyone have any corrections? Hearing none, I need to hear a motion for approval.
Madam Chair, make a motion to approve our January 12th, 2026 regular business board meeting open session minutes.
Has been moved and properly seconded that we will approve our January 12th, 2026 open session minutes. Any other discussion on the motion? All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. The motion carries. We're at item 6 on our agenda, items for information. Item 6.1, school updates. Dr. Bryan.
Thank you, Madam Chair. A lot of information to share tonight. Lots of great things we're celebrating, and also some awards as well. I know everyone joins us in celebrating Black History Month this February. As we posted the other day and sharing with the community, Black Americans have always shaped our history and culture, making our nation so much stronger and better. From world-renowned achievements, advancing science and culture, to lesser-known contributions building our families and communities, this legacy continues to inspire people around the globe. Originally inspired by Dr. Carter G. Woodson, a prominent historian and scholar, this year's Black History Month is a special one. It marks the 100th anniversary of the first Black History commemoration, a week-long celebration sponsored by the Association for the Study of African American Life and History in February 1926, to coincide with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. As we honor this milestone, let's continue working together to create a better future, working with each other.
Thank you.
Celebrating school counselors. This past week was School Counselors Week, National School Counselors Week. And we celebrated all of our great counselors we have in the ECPS, recognize them for all their incredible work that they do. We thank them for the great compassion, guidance, and support they provide for students on a daily basis. And their dedication really shapes bright futures for our students and stronger communities overall. And we appreciate everything that they do. And they truly stand and hold the line for students in many ways, both from an academic perspective and an emotional support perspective. I'm very appreciative of that. We're also very excited to announce some very positive news tonight that came out actually last week. The Golden Leaf Board of Directors announced funding in the amount of $17,376,679 to support job creation and economic investment, workforce preparedness, and agriculture projects as part of the community-based grants initiative in the North Central Propensity Center, which is what Edgecombe County is a part of. We're very excited to announce that the Golden Leaf Board of Directors awarded $500,000 to Edgecombe County Public Schools to establish a welding program and lab at Tarville High School in partnership with Edgecombe Community College, resulting in students earning industry-recognized credentials. We're excited for our students and the impact this lab will have on their lives and the community. We also see this as an additional support to the work being done at the county level by County Manager Eric Evans, the County Board of Commissioners, and the committee supporting Get Off the List, GOTL work, which has become a rallying cry for our community to make sure that we are advancing and supporting things to make our community better for workforce development and health, wellness, and a quality living. And we're very excited to be part of that. And very grateful to Golden Leaf for the grant. This is also School Bus Appreciation Week and National Association for Pupil Transportation, NAPT, Love the Bus Month. Monday, February 9th through Friday, February 13th, 2026 is School Bus Appreciation Week in North Carolina. And February is Love the Bus Month, as I said before. We want to thank all of our school bus drivers who commit their time, energy, and love to safely transporting our students back and forth to school every day. We thank our bus drivers, and we also thank all of our support staff in our transportation department who support us and keep us going every day. It's a lot of work. Please make sure that everybody shows their love to their bus driver and their transportation employees. Make sure, because all they do is dedicate to the safety for all of our students every day. A reminder, and we've been talking about this for about a month now, so we want to make sure we get a great turnout. with the Love and Literacy Family Festival. We'll host our Title I Love and Literacy Family Festival this Thursday, February 12th from 5 to 7, D.S. Johnson Elementary School. This is a family-centered event designed to celebrate literacy, learning, and connection through engaging activities such as storybook theater, rhyming relay, and interactive reading stations. The event is free and open to all ECBS families with food, drinks, and raffles provided. We look forward to welcoming families for an evening that strengthens partnerships and fosters a love of reading. As we all know, literacy and reading is the core foundation for everything we do as a school district. Also, I want to alert everybody to the second annual District STEAM Night. ECBS will host the second annual Title I STEAM Night. With STEAM, it will be focused on aviation experience on Wednesday, March 6, 2026, from 5 to 7 p.m. Southwest Edgecombe High School. This exciting event will include hands-on STEAM activities, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. With many of our schools, our technology department leading interactive stations. There will be engaging opportunities for all grade levels with fun and educational experiences for students and families alike. And if I remember correctly, it was a big hit last year with the work, and I invite everybody to come out and be a part of that.
I just, Wednesday is the 4th.
Well, we will make sure that we correct that and get that straight. My apologies. Career and Technical Education Month is also in February, and we're celebrating it across our district. I want to thank all of our career and technical education teachers and business partners for all they do to help students learn specific careers, promote workforce development through content, credentials, certifications, internships, and pre-apprenticeships. We, of course, have a great CTE program in Edgecombe County, and we're going to be hearing more about that in just a moment. And we've done a lot of work in all those areas and durable skills. At this time, I would like to ask our CTE presenters to come out tonight to talk a little bit about CTE and some of the work that we're doing within our county to highlight some of the great things going on. Thanks for everybody indulging me there as I went through that really rather lengthy list of items, but I think very worthwhile items that illustrate what we try to do for our community and for our students.
That was a lot of great news, sir.
Very exciting.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening.
So as Dr. Bryan just mentioned, this is CTE month, and we wanted to take the opportunity to talk about the critical role that CTE plays in preparing our students for careers, college, and life, and to thank you for your continued support of our CTE program, connecting student learning with work opportunities. So to start, we just want to give a shout out to our CTE team, and some of them are here. If you would just stand or raise your hand. We have Mr. James Capoletti and Reggie Best, who are our career development coordinators. Ms. Camilla Barrett, who is our CTE Special Pops coordinator. Ms. Christine Henderson, welcome aboard, Ms. Henderson. She's our Curriculum and Instructional Management Coordinator. Ms. Tondra Hedgepeth, who is our CTE Director, and myself, Dr. Whitaker, who is the Director of Secondary Ed and CTE. We want to share some highlights of our program with you.
So we have 5 program areas, 11 clusters, 18 career pathways. We operate out of 3 traditional high schools where you would find 19 teachers in total, 6 traditional middle schools, and there's a middle school teacher at each school, and 6 support staff, and Dr. Whitaker just introduced those of us. So those are our pathways and how you obtain a completion in the pathway. Business, finance, and entrepreneurship. That's actually 3 different pathways. You could take entrepreneurship, project management, financial planning, or just general management or sales. Then under the cluster of marketing and hospitality, you have marketing, sport and event marketing, or travel and tourism, which contains hospitality and tourism. Then you have your human services, counseling and mental health, early childhood education, food and nutrition. Agriculture and natural resources contains animal science, plant systems, which incorporate horticulture and landscaping. Technology and computer science, we have two pathways, computer science and computer engineering and technology. Also, I apologize, 3, and Adobe Visual Design. Public safety and AV technology incorporates public safety and audio engineering technology. Here we have our data from last school year, and we have the different pathways that include a state assessment or a performance-based measure. This does not incorporate the classes that have a credential as their final assessment. So at North Edgecombe, they obtained 53% proficient in agriculture, and in CTE, proficiency is 70% or higher. Because in the EOCs, it's 60% or higher. And if you're taking a CTE assessment, it's 100 questions. So they literally have to get 70 or more correct in order to be proficient. So that takes a lot. Southwest, there you see their agriculture education, 68%. Tarboro High, unfortunately, does not offer agriculture. I would love to be able to get the space there to do so. Then under your business, marketing, and finance, contains all those pathways we just discussed. 2 of our schools were 67% or higher. Only 1 was proficient, but North Edgecombe, as you see, is very close. And that was a new pathway for North Edgecombe last year. Computer science, North Edgecombe did not fall under that. They do offer computer science, but it's a credential. And Southwest was proficient, 71%. Family consumer science, Southwest and Tarboro both were proficient. And that is not just your food and nutrition, but that includes your early childhood, your hospitality and tourism, as well as counseling and mental health. And we have no trade and industry programs that fall under these categories. They would be under credentials. So as you see, the total for all schools, they were proficient when you put all the program areas together. This is just to show the growth from 2022 to 2025, and this year is even larger, but we don't have the exact data yet. So we had more participants in 24, 25, 1,245 in middle school. And this is not duplicated. Some students are in more than one of our classes throughout the school year. High school, last year we had 1,272 participants, and concentrators. Concentration means they have completed a pathway. So if I'm in marketing, I took marketing 1 and marketing 2. It looks like from 23-24 to 24-25, they decreased in concentrators, but some of them were already concentrators the year before, so they're not counted again. And this is your anybody, 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th grader that is a concentrator. So it only counts when they become the concentrator. And the schools are doing much better with having them concentrate early, like in 9th or 10th grade. So that means in 11th or 12th grade, they can do work-based learning. And we'll talk about that in a second. And as you see, our credentials greatly increased. Doubled from 23 to 24. And then about a 300% increase up to 24, 25. have that. But so a credential, you could possibly earn serve safe food handlers, serve safe managers. And if I'm in a food and nutrition class and take those credentials, I can take that to my job and tell them, if I work at Piggly Wiggly or Bojangles, and tell them I've earned that credential and now they will pay me more. And they'll get an increase in pay. Welding, they gain credentials. There's several different ones that you could possibly get. And a lot of our educators also have multiple credentials. In fact, all three of us that are in here do.
So, skills for the future. So what we're finding out from our employers in the business world is that students need to have more than just technical skills to do the job. They need what we call durable skills. And durable skills are essential. They are skills that run across careers, industries, and technology. We often think about, when we think about durable skills, as the soft skills that students will need to be successful in careers and jobs. In North Carolina, the durable skills are aligned with the North Carolina Portrait of a Graduate. And you will see here, these are the durable skills for what we want students to have or be able to master before graduating. Adaptability, collaboration, communication, critical thinking, personal responsibility, empathy, and a learner's mindset. So we are very excited because why durable skills matter and what are we doing to get our teachers and students prepared. Well, ECPS has 2 cohorts of CTE teachers that are receiving training on how to embed durable skills. And once we start with these cohorts, we would like to broaden that out so that other teachers in other content areas will know how to embed durable skills so that these skills are taught across all content areas in all curriculum. Our goal is to ensure that every student graduates with the skills ready for tomorrow's landscape. It's good if they understand the technical piece of the job, but they also need to know how to communicate and how to collaborate and what it means to grow as a learner. 92% of businesses say that these skills are more important than the technical skills. And we had 18 teachers to start in our first cohort in August, and excited because our second cohort kicked off today virtually. It was a really, really good training. And so these teachers are getting trained on how to embed these skills, and then they're having to give students projects, assignments, and activities that are going to support this. Career awareness, exploration, and development. So CTE doesn't just begin in high school once students get to 9th grade. We're exposing students to CTE careers, opportunities down early. In elementary, we have 5th grade career rodeos. We also have students interacting with real professionals, exploring the tools so that that can help them to determine what that pathway is that they would like to pursue. And here are some of our CTE work-based learning partners. We're especially happy to have these partners. They are essential because they bridge the gap between classroom learning and real-world application. They allow us to give students authentic experiences with our internship programs, our apprenticeships, and our job shadowing. So this is the list of our work-based partners.
We are excited to announce, and this was announced last week by the state, Superintendent Mo Green announced that we were number 3 in the most improved prudential attainment rate. So our students and teachers worked really hard. Last year when they announced the list, we weren't on the list. We weren't on any of the lists. And I said, I want to be on the list. And as I said, we were number 3. What was it? A 37% increase from, and that was the chart I showed you before with the credential numbers. And And Dr. Bryan announced this. This is another exciting thing. With his leadership, we were able to obtain $500,000 from Golden Leaf to add a welding program at Tarboro High School.
And these are just some pictures of authentic learning experiences that our students have in culinary arts, welding, early childhood. Just wanted you to get an idea of what the students are actually doing and the instruction that our teachers and our CTE staff provide. All right. Questions?
Yes, you know, I have a question. You mentioned consumer science now at North. What about South Edgecombe, Southwest Edgecombe, and Tarboro High School?
It's actually at all three, but not at North Edgecombe right now. It was until this school year because of the building and.
I understand. Okay. All right.
Well, I saw construction management. What are the construction management kinds of classes we offer?
We offer those actually through a collaboration with the community college.
Like
Yes.
through their facilities maintenance? Or-
Correct.
Okay.
Facilities, maintenance, construction, also electrical. That particular picture was actually a marketing internship, and she wants to be a real estate agent.
Well, I think it's great that we're giving our students the opportunity to sort of explore what they want to do. And I'm going to give you a 2-second, if that'll be all right, Dr. Wilson, story. My son, oldest son, couldn't find his place in the world. I mean, all my kids went to the community college during their high school years, not through the early college. This was pre-early college, and took courses. And I tried to put him in the college courses. Well, it didn't work out because he just wasn't ready for that. And one day I said, it was right after the flood, and they were building habitat houses, and I put him in the facilities maintenance program, his last course during the day at school, just to keep the child in school. This is the truth. I guess a month and a half in, he came home one day and he said, and we didn't think he was good, and you know this, it was John. He came home one day and he said, when I graduate, and we were just thinking if he graduated, he said, when I graduate, I'm going to pick community college and I'm going to be a contractor. And he did. And it's courses like this that save the children that don't need to be in the classroom all day long listening. They need to be doing, and I think the more opportunities we can put courses like this in our schools to reach every child. We need those going to college, but we also need opportunities for children who have wonderful skills that are very much needed in the world, and we need to train them and keep them in our community. And so I applaud you for that.
Skill sets are just, it's fantastic. Just sitting here, having been a teacher myself, it felt so good hearing what I thought was lost. You know, communication, the kinds of things that, because everybody now thinks this is what it is. And it was, you said it many times that this is not, and that's the real deal, because many of our kids think that this is it. And I'm just so excited about all of the opportunities that's in this program, because it really does. It helps a child find out who he is and where he wants to go. And so I just commend you all. I was just excited about the kinds of skill sets that things that they're getting in the CTE in the program.
I like to say I always enjoy hearing you tell about CTE. It's getting our kids involved in technical stuff, like Ann said. All of them are not ready or desire to go to a 4-year college, but this is it. I like this. I always appreciate hearing you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great job.
We appreciate it.
Madam Chair, that concludes our report.
Thank you. Now that's right down my line. Sorry, I can't go back to the classroom. I have time. Okay. Next, 6.2, maintenance updates. Mr.
Good evening. Board Chair,
Mr. Perkins.
Vice Chair, Board members, Superintendent Dr. Brown. I'll begin with key maintenance updates. This is Baskerville. We had a pump to go out earlier. This is the old and the new. This is Baskerville old chiller. We had a new one put in. This is Baskerville Media Center, the back offices. We went back there, we have those painted. This is Fairview Element old chiller. And this is the new chiller being placed. And this is Parker, the carpet in the back offices. We removed the carpet. This is what it looks like now. MMA has a roof damage. And this is what it looks like now. And Southwest EC classroom, we put a mini split in the classroom.
Other than that, what you been doing?
A lot.
Are we able to get chillers and equipment better now? I know at one time there was a backlog and it took 6 months, 8 months to get new equipment in. Are we seeing?
Yeah, with the chillers, we actually got those back during the summer, but we had to wait before we could put them in because we were still using the old stuff.
Right.
So-
Waiting to turn
Yes, ma'am.
those off and get the heat on and
Yes,
change them
ma'am.
out?
So, yes. so
But do you think we're being able to get parts better as the pipeline kind of opened up on things, or?
It depends. It really does. Because we've been waiting on, just like the South border, we've been waiting on a Burma assembly for how long? When you call me? Probably about a month, 2 months. So finally got that boiler, finally got the burner assembly in. Now we just got to get the rope to pretty much put it together. So it's running, but it's smoking really bad. So we got to go back in there and tighten it up, make some adjustments. So hopefully we can get the contractor back out to get that fixed for us.
Some of the problem with parts is that when you have older equipment,
Yes.
you end up with parts that are more difficult to find.
Well, I know that you all have been doing a great job with getting the snow moved out of the parking lots, driveways, and so forth. So I want to commend the maintenance department for working 3 and 4 a.m. and
Yes.
so forth. And it's been real cold.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I know.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good
It's
call.
been real cold. I couldn't help you, not one bit. But we appreciate your department because without your department, things would have been slower getting students back to school.
Yes, ma'am. I'll let them know.
And we have so many older buildings, that like you had mentioned before, and you're doing a lot of catching up stuff.
Yes.
Things that have gone especially on the Rocky Mount side.
Yes.
Those schools almost like, it should have been closed, you know, look at the things that you all are doing from time to time, and it goes out here, goes there, but it's the lack of, you know, in the past, they've not been, it appears that it's not been upkept.
It's because sometimes we can go get something running and we leave, go to another school, and that school done went back down again, so we have to go back to that school. So thank y'all for understanding.
Thank you, sir, for what you do. Mr. Perkins, where are we with boilers and chillers? How, with the 19 facilities schools that we have, are we close to kind of catching them up?
Well, West needs a boiler. Well, they need, that's 2 boilers. But we getting there, but we're not there yet. We're getting there. I mean, just like with the new children that we just put in at Fairview, what was over there, Fairview and Baskerville. So, you know, we're set with those 2 children. We have a small one at Fairview. We're gonna have to change that one out too, because sooner or later it's gonna go too. So, but we're catching up. We're actually moving in the right direction. We really are. I mean, like I said, if we can get rid of some of this old stuff, you know, because a lot of stuff we're repeating the cycle. I mean, we go patch it. It may last a month, and then we right back out there again, 4 o'clock in the morning. Try to get it, for, you know, make sure the children, you know, have to eat when they get there.
Any other questions? Anyone? Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all for what you do.
6.3.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a matter of information, Fairview Elementary School collaboration just announced with Rocky Mount Alumni Chapter of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc., the community reading Saturday, May 2nd. So, again, part of our partnerships dedicated to literacy in the school district.
Do you know anything about that, Dr. Johnson? Thank you so much. I'm just teasing her. That's her sorority. Okay. Item 7, we do not have any. Okay. 8.8, Dr. Bryant, this is our consent items.
Yes, Madam Chair, we have a rather lengthy set of consent items. I will not bore the public with the extended day field trips.
We've read them.
Overnight fundraising. If you have any specific questions you'd like to bring up, I'll do my very best to answer them. But you can tell that people were thinking and contemplating things over the snow break. Things they need to do. So.
Did you, while you were reading, find anything, have a question that you need to ask about? Dr. Bryant, does this include our 8.2A, our fundraisers as well? Okay. This whole document includes overnight activities for 2 of our schools. Then 8.2A fundraisers. Yeah, they've been working hard.
See, our bus director, transportation director, she's been busy because she has to supply all of these transports.
Yeah.
And we don't have enough to get around sometimes.
Nope. If no one has a question about any of these, I need to hear a motion for approval of our consent items.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve the consent items as presented.
Second. Has been moved and properly seconded that we will approve our consent items as presented. Any other discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Hearing none, the motion carries. Thank you very much, Dr. Bratcher, for that. Okay, now we're at the section 8.B, items for action.
The first item, Madam Chair, is approval to waive the community use facilities rental fees for the Zeta Phi Beta sorority using the D.S. Johnson Elementary School multipurpose room to host the African American Read-In on February 21st, 2026 from 12 to 4 p.m.
Zeta Phi Beta sorority, is that royal blue and white?
Yes.
All right, I just want to make sure. I don't want to get in trouble with the sororities. Does anybody have a concern, support this? If you do, I need to hear a motion.
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of the waiving of the community use fees for the Beta to use D.S. Johnson Elementary multi-purpose room for the African American Read-In.
Second.
Has been moved and properly second that we will approve to waiver the community use of facilities rental fees for Zeta Phi Beta sorority incorporated to use D.S. Johnson Elementary School for the African American Read-In on February 21st, 26th from 12 p.m. until 4 p.m. Any other discussion on the motion?
Just a comment, Madam Chair, this is a truly worthwhile effort. My church used to hold this in our fellowship hall, and it outgrew the space. And I'm glad that it did. They do a tremendous job with this. It has grown tremendously.
We're so fortunate to have sororities in our community in partnership with our schools. I mean, we truly are.
It is. All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. The motion carries. Thank you very kindly. 8.2B. King.
Good evening, Madam Board Chair.
Good evening.
Vice Chair, Mr. Evans, board members, and Superintendent Dr. Ryan.
Good evening.
I stand before you, my name is Sharika King, as stated. I'm the mental health coordinator for Edgecombe County Public Schools. I know I don't stand before you much, so I just wanted to introduce myself.
That's fine. Thank you.
I stand before you to request board approval to waive the community use of facilities rental fees for Dream Social and Civic Club using the Bridges building to host Dream Girls Institute of Excellence youth mentoring sessions on February the 21st, March the 14th, and April the 18th, 2026, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Just to tell you a little bit about Dream Social and Civic Club, they have a mentoring group called Dream Girl Institute of Excellence. Dream Social and Civic Club is an Edgecombe County-based organization committed to empowering youth, families, and communities through service, leadership, development, education, and civic engagement. Founded on the principles of purpose, collaboration, and impact, DSCC works to create meaningful opportunities that promote personal growth, social responsibility, and positive community change. The organization partners with schools, families, and local stakeholders to deliver programs and events that uplift and inspire. The Dream Girl Institute of Excellence is a youth mentoring and development arm of Dream Social and Civic Club, specifically designed to support and empower young girls in the Edgecombe County community. DGIE focuses on building confidence, leadership skills, academic excellence, career exploration, financial literacy, wellness, and community service. Through structured mentoring sessions, enrichment activities, and exposure opportunities, DGIE equips girls with the tools they need to thrive academically, socially, and emotionally while preparing them to become future leaders. So on this evening, I'm asking board approval to waive the community use of facilities rental fees for Dream Social and Civic Club using the Burgess Building to host Dream Girl Institute of Excellence youth mentoring sessions on February 21st, March 14th, and April the 18th. I will be on site for all of these sessions through the entire time.
Sounds good. Anyone have any questions?
I just have a general question, not a concern at all. It says that it's for like 20 to 30 kids. Do these young people go to all three, or will it be like different kids each time? I was just wondering the total impact of.
So these girls that will be coming are girls that are actually in the program.
Oh,
So
okay.
it will be
The same group?
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering how many people we were touching with this.
Well, they have an opportunity all year long to sign up for the program. So the ones that actually sign up are the ones that we actually work with.
Thank you.
Any other concern or question? Thank you, Ms. King. I need to hear a motion for approval.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve, to waive the community use of facilities rental fees for Dream Social and Civic Club using the Bridgers Building to host Dream Girls Institute of Excellence on February 21st, March 14th, and April the 18th.
Second.
Has been moved and properly second to approve to waiver the community use of facilities rental fees for Dream Social and Civic Club using the Bridges Building to host the Dream Institute programs on February 21st, March 14th, and April 18th, 2026, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. each time. Is that right? Okay, any other question or discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
It's a good work. Thank you. Keep working.
Thank you.
Okay, 8.3, Dr. Bryant.
To make up for some of the lost time we've had being out of school because of snow, making the recommendation to make the following changes to traditional and early college calendars. Traditional and early college calendars change Wednesday, February 18, Wednesday, March 25, and Wednesday, May 6 to full school days instead of half school days. On traditional and early college calendars, change Thursday, March 5 from a required planning day to a required regular school day. And then on traditional and early college calendars, change Friday, March 6 from an optional planning day to a regular school day. It complies with giving notice for the changes in that regard. And so it gives us back about approximately 22 hours worth of instructional time back into the calendar.
Just catch us up.
It does actually, because of the remote days, they help a lot, but we also take the view that students being in front of teachers is really important. And we also, we have the rest of February to go through.
Good.
That's good. Approval 8.3B.
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of 8.3B as presented by Dr. Bryant.
It has been moved and properly second that we will approve 8.3B as presented by Dr. Bryant. Any other discussion on the motion? All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Carried. Thank you very kind. 8.4B.
And Madam Chair, just to provide a little bit more of a context, I know today we had an optional planning day. In order to change that to a regular school day, we would have been given 14 days notice for that. That's why today was not a regular school day. If we recognized what was going to happen this previous week, we probably would have made that change, but we were not able to get that. 8.4B, this is a recommendation to change the regular school day to a teacher workday on March 3rd for the Board of Elections school voting sites at Martin Millennium Academy, Phillips Middle, D.S. Johnson Elementary, G.W. Bullock Elementary, and J.W. Parker Middle. The recommendation is based upon the idea, just from a safety perspective, in voting at a school site and students and staff there, and we would recommend that we have those days off at those particular schools.
These are the same sites that we used last year. I mean, the last voting cycle.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
So the other ones provided by the Board of Elections.
Any other comments or concerns in reference to 8.4B? If not, I need a motion for approval.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve the change to the regular school day to a teacher workday on March the 3rd for the Board of Elections school voting sites at Martin Millennium, Bullock, D.S. Johnson, G.W. Bullock, and Red.
It's been moved and properly second that we will approve 8.4B. That is to change the regular school day to a teacher workday on March the 3rd, 2026 for the Board of Elections school voting sites at Martin Millennium Academy, Phillips Middle, D.S. Johnson Elementary, G.W. Bullock Elementary, and J.W. Parker Middle School. Any other discussion on the motion? All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. The motion carries. Thank you very kindly. 8.5B. Wayne. Good evening.
Good to see everyone. All right. Good evening, Madam Board Chair, Vice Chair, Board members, and Superintendent Dr. Bryant. I'm here tonight to request board approval for 2 items of action. The first being item for action for requesting board approval to obligate a purchase order with Whites International for the following amounts. Now, these are new school buses. The first 2 new school buses will total $328,156 for 2 new school buses authorized by North Carolina Department of Public Construction that will replace 2 currently old school buses. These 2 buses will have a 66-passenger student capacity. Also, in this purchase order is an order for 3 new international school buses authorized by North Carolina Department of Public Construction that will replace 3 old school buses. These 3 buses will have a 66-passenger capacity as well. The total obligation to Whites International is $823,690. North Carolina Department of Public Construction will be making payments on behalf of Edgecombe County Public Schools for these new school buses. The second item for action that I have is pertaining to school buses as well, is a request for board approval to obligate purchase orders to Carolina Thomas, our second vendor for buses, in the following amounts: $482,790 for 3 new Freightliner school buses, authorized by North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, that will replace 3 old school buses that are currently in service. These 3 buses will have a 66 passenger capacity. The second part of this item for action is $500,412 for 3 new Freightliner EC lift buses, authorized by North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, that will replace 3 old EC lift buses. These are 3 lift buses with a 54 student passenger capacity. The total obligation to Carolina Thomas is $983,202. The North Carolina Department of Public Instruction will be making payments on behalf of Edgecombe County Public Schools for these new buses as well. The total amount to be financed for all 11 buses is $1,806,892 for 11 new school buses for the district. And we were able to acquire these new buses by strategically acquiring used buses when we had the demerger. So we were very particular in the year, makes, and models that we chose. And this is, we had that had to run for 1 year. They ran for that 1 year. And then the first 6 months of this year was the ordering and paperwork process and all of this. So hopefully in the summer of this, June, July, or August of this year, we will receive these buses.
Okay, could I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
You said 11 buses total.
Total. Yes, ma'am.
Total cost. I'm thinking I'm reading something else a little bit different. And the 2 items, but I don't need to talk about what's wrong. I just need to know what's right. And I need a board member to catch what we're saying that's right.
Okay.
And that is, you mentioned 11 buses.
Yes, ma'am.
For a total of $1,806.
$1,806,892.
So when the motion is made, I don't need for you to quote all that she said. I just need you to quote 8B, 8.5B, and 8.6B, because that's what she was speaking from.
Yes, ma'am.
Does that need to be 2 motions or one?
They're listed as 2 separate motions, and they're different vendors, so I would approve the first one with the first vendor and the second one with the second vendor.
Okay. Who wrote it down correctly?
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve of purchase order payable to Carolina Thomas LLC in the amount of $983,202 for 6 new buses.
Second.
Has been moved and properly second that we will approve 8.5B to the purchase order payable to Carolina Thomas LLC in the amount of $983,202 for 6 new buses.
Okay. Madam President.
I'm gonna- All in favor of that motion, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, the same sign. The motion carries. All right, 8.6B.
Madam
You
President.
reading that?
Madam President, Madam.
You can call me anything already.
I make a motion to approve the purchase order to White's International in the amount of $823,690 for 5 new buses.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second to approve 8.6B, to approve the purchase order payable to White's International in the amount of $823,690 for 5 new buses. All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. The motion carries. Thank you very kindly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping our buses going. That's it.
Absolutely.
I will pass that word to the people who really turn the wrenches.
All right. Okay. Mr. Ellis,
Yes, ma'am.
would you
Madam
take us into closed session, please?
Madam Chair, I make a motion under the North Carolina Open Meetings Law, Section 143-318.11, A1, A3, and A6, to go into closed session to consider personnel matters, to consult with the attorney to preserve attorney-client privileged information, and to prevent the disclosure of student records rendered confidential under the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act 20 U.S.C. 1232G, and the disclosure of personnel records rendered confidential under General Statute 115C-319 through 321.
Second.
It's been moved and second that we will now go into closed session with 5-minute break.
All right, y'all have a good night. Everybody have a good night. Good night.
Just turn green. My heart is green.
All right. 10.2, our extracurricular activities, our spring sports.
Skipped over personnel. 10.1.
Where is, oh, I've already turned to the back.
You already approved that?
Yes, ma'am. Is it? Oh, gosh. All right. Okay. Approval of our closed session items. 10.1, our personnel management.
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of the personnel management discussed in closed session.
It's been moved and seconded that we will approve our personnel management. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye. Disapprove, the same sign. No. So the motion carries. 10.12 is the extracurricular activities, our spring sports.
Madam Clerk.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve our extracurricular activities for spring sports.
Second.
Has been moved and properly seconded that we will approve our extracurricular activities, which are our spring sports. Any other discussion of the motion? All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. The motion carries. Our closed session minutes. Has everyone read those minutes?
Yeah.
I see all the packets up. That lets me know you've already read them. Our January 12th, 26 closed session minutes. Could I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve the closed session minutes from January 12th, 2026. Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we will approve our January 12th, 2026 closed session minutes. Any other discussion on the motion? All in favor of the motion, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. The motion carries. Board correspondence, I have one. This is a lovely card from G.W. Carver, PTO. Ooh, that's neat. Thank you for all you do for our children in Edgecombe County. We appreciate you. G.W. Carver, PTO. I think that's a lovely card. I'm glad to hear from a PTO.
I think we appreciate them too.
Oh, yeah. We absolutely do.
And thanks it right in, and thanks.
And that's who sent this, Miss.
And I'll write a thank you note and
Oh, they did.
send it.
Yes, they're the ones who
Tell them
sent it.
special thanks.
Yeah.
You got yours yet?
I got it on my book.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't have any other card to read. I'm just trying to think. It seemed like I had something else, but if I don't see it, I don't remember it. Okay. I didn't brought my board members. Speak up.
I don't have anything that I bought. I just remembered, Madam Chair, when we were talking about the $500,000 that we got for the welding program, we're gonna get a report as to how that program looks later on, right?
Yes, sir. We've actually already budgeted it out, and we're based on the model we used at Southwest when we redid the lab at Southwest.
Okay, all right.
So do they have an area already specified?
Oh, yeah. We got it.
We have an area.
as an area. I like that. I'm excited about
That
that.
is gonna be.
Bring in some plumbing and some bricklaying and some electrician.
Yeah, we could.
That's
Yeah, I know. But I said, and bring in.
Expand. We want to keep expanding.
Yeah,
That's great. It's great.
yeah.
Can't wait to see the on that thesis. Famine and consumer science.
I tell you, it's very needed, project.
What you talking about?
You could go out there for
I
culinary.
started at 4 years old.
You could check the culinary, the cooking.
They got lots of areas in there.
Trained to teach 7.
Many of them.
I don't have time to teach one. Okay. Now we're getting to the real number 13. Number 13. I need to hear a motion though.
I'll make that motion, Madam Chair.
I second.
It has been moved and properly seconded that we adjourn.